Well, hi there. It is another very mild day in February here in Virginia Beach. It's going to be 70 today. And again, it may snow next week, so you never know. I am taking advantage of the mild weather to come out and give the Spider a good ringing out, and also test it out on a new piece of gear. What do you think? Do you see it? Come on, look closer. My new video camera. My Sena Prism tube, low profile. One of the reasons I love it. The video camera. You know, I like the idea of a helmet-mounted camera because wherever I look, the camera looks. So I can look off, you know, to my left and see, you know, to the right and look down. But I also like the idea of going through the windshield and the dash. It kind of puts you in the rider's perspective. Now, I love my GoPro, don't get me wrong. But if I tried to mount it on my helmet, I found it to be, well, regular, unsightly visually. And heavy. So it wants to pull the helmet off to the side because of the weight. And after a long day, that can be fatiguing. A little bit of aerodynamic drag on top of that. So I just didn't care for that too much. So I wanted something a little bit more profile. Did some research and found the Sena Prism tube. The retail for this is about $119, which is not bad. Another advantage of this camera is the GoPro. When I use it, and if I want to synchronize audio, I have to configure the camera, then configure the audio, and then marry it up in post-production to get the audio into the video. And push about 6 or 7 different buttons to do it. The Prism has a microphone jack, which is hardwired to a little Velcro tab inside my chin bar. And to turn the camera on, you simply pull the on power, you pull it forward, turns it on, and it records. To turn it off, you push it in. It's really simple, very user-friendly. When I'm in traffic, I don't like the idea of dealing with a lot of buttons that I have to deal with on the GoPro. The price is good. The price is really good. $119 retail. Now, downside. The only thing I can find with the Prism tube that makes it a downside, I got a big ugly machine in front of me here I need to get around, is the battery. The battery is a fixed battery. It doesn't come out. You can't charge it outside the camera, so you can't buy another battery. You have to charge it while in the camera, which is not too bad. I haven't finished doing my tests on it yet, but I understand that it will shoot more video in a day than I would want to shoot. So I think that's going to be fine. So this is my first real test run with this new camera, trying it out. I really do like the fact that it's really low profile. So it's kind of like my first product review, I guess. And in case you're asking, no, nobody gave this to me and asked me for feedback. I'm not that popular on YouTube yet. But you guys can change that. You can give me a lot more subscribers and maybe manufacturers will start sending me stuff. Boy, wouldn't that be nice? You know, I'm going to be needing to do my first oil change on the Spider. It's not the Spider's first oil change, but it'll be the first one that I'm responsible for. The manufacturer says every 9,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes first. And May will be the anniversary of me purchasing this Spider. But the oil change was done about a year ago by the previous owner. Now, he did offer to do an oil change for me, and I said, no. I've looked at the numbers. No sense wasting money. I can wait till the time period's up and get it done myself. So, you know, if I can do an oil change on the airplanes that I've owned, I think I could do the oil change on the Spider, even though it's required disassembling part of the Spider to get to the filter. That should be interesting. You know, now that the weather's turned mild, I think Miriam has been looking at the calendar, picking out places for us to travel to on the Spider and say, hey, let's go here and do that. Hey, let's go here and do that. And I'm like, okay. Also, one of the features of the Sena Prism tube is the fact that you can configure it to be a loop, video in a loop. So it could act like a dash cam. So it's always recording, providing the battery will last you long enough to do that. I don't have it configured that way. I just have it configured the normal way. The only controls you have on the actual video camera itself is the on-off switch and a reset switch in case the software begins to act up. You can reset the entire system. If you want to reconfigure any of the other settings, which I understand there's a few you can actually go into and reset, you actually need to plug into your computer and do it on your computer. And one of the reasons I like the Sena is the simplicity of operation. I know when it's on and I know when it's off. Now the Sena Prism tube does have a built-in microphone. If you don't have the remote mic connected, it records the ambient outside sound, which right now all you hear is wind. But if you use the micro USB jack in the back, which is what I have now, run the wire through into the helmet, and I have Velcroed inside my chin bar, the little microphone. So that's handy. And the unit also comes with a speaker that I need to install next. The advantage of the speaker is when you turn the camera on, it will tell you it's on. Turn it off, it'll tell you it's off. If the battery's low, it'll tell you the battery's low. I haven't installed that yet. I need to get into the helmet a little bit more and pull out some of the padding to install the speaker. It's not as water resistant as the GoPro, as my understanding, but it is water resistant. It'll resist rain, torrential downpours, but it will not. It's not designed to be submerged like the GoPro is. Before we wind things up today, I want to give you a little bit of a close-up of the camera, show you one of the other features I forgot to mention. It has a little plastic lens cap. This lens cap is configured to not turn the camera on with the lens cap. So you have to slide the control forward, which turns it on. It also uses the lights in the case it's recording. And then you push it, simply slide it back down, and it turns it off. It couldn't be any more simple than that. One of the reasons I love it. So we're winding down today's video. I appreciate you all watching. It's almost 5 o'clock on a warm afternoon. Nothing else left to do except beer, IPA, cold. Really? The app leaves the cap on the bottle? Gotta work on this app some more. Till next time, appreciate you all watching. If you would, please subscribe. We appreciate that very much, and you all take care.